BTHQ Banter. It is Friday. I have got in nice and early because I'm hoping to film a very quick shopping haul before everybody arrives for Craft Club this morning. Yesterday I went out with Elspeth and I got fabric and I got yarn. We had a really lovely day out. We went to Braintree, which is about an hour away from here, and we went to Blake Hall Craft Centre. And there's a lovely fabric shop there called And So On Fabrics, and a super duper yarn shop called Sconch, which is owned by my lovely friend Sam. We have developed our businesses together alongside one another for the last, I don't know, 8 years now, I suppose. And we met each other first when we used to work on the craft fair circuit together. And she's now developed a beautiful, beautiful yarn shop. And it's got such a lovely community. We joined in with Knit and Natter yesterday morning. We both got tempted to purchase things for new cast-ons. And then we enjoyed a nice bit of fabric shopping and some lunch. So I'm going to do a quick video, then it's Craft Club, and then I'm going to crack on and try and finish that super secret silver sewing club project. On that one, or did I knit? Oh, I've completely forgotten what I'm doing.
Tea or coffee, Claire?
Tea, please.
Viv colour?
No, a proper cup of tea. The Builder's Brew.
Right.
Properly darker than He-Man's skin.
That's orange.
Yeah, pretty much. I can't remember what I did here.
So
looks like I've increased.
you've increased. I can tell by looking at it.
This one, then.
Yeah.
And then I'm done. That's alright. I'm knitting a sock toe up, and I'm not supposed to start this until I've finished my others. But in my defence, Viv's given me a lesson, so.
Well, I would suggest when you've done that bit.
So Alison and Viv are now enjoying a spot of bag painting, but I'm educating Viv in the world of Bob Ross. She doesn't know who Bob Ross is.
And it's very educational, I must admit.
We're watching him creating happy little clouds.
Be sure it's dry. 2-inch brush, and I'm going to just gently blend it using tiny little circular strokes.
Little happy clouds.
Tiniest little strokes.
See, you could do a Bob Ross bag painting.
You could, couldn't you? That'd be a good class. Have a Bob Ross this video up and just bag paint.
Viv's finished her bag. We've still got to iron off some of the friction pen, but we'll wait for it all to dry. But I love that. Shh. Talk to the hand. I'm knitting with an upside down G. Sorry, I had to point that one out.
I rectified it as much as I can.
It's good fun though.
I thoroughly enjoyed
love it.
It's a wonderful couple of hours.
I have been sewing all afternoon trying to finish off this garment hanger prototype thing that I'm coming up with for the sewing club, and it's just not working. I have tried 4 different variations now trying to get it out of my head onto fabric, and I hate it. I'm really unhappy with it. I'm a real stickler for perfection when it comes to designing things, and if it's not right then I simply won't release it. So it's not happening. I'm drawing a line under it. It might be something I develop and release at a later date, but I now need to come up with a new project for the Silver Sewing Club. So if you're in the sewing club and you'd like to make some suggestions as to what you would like, I will happily try and come up with something for you. As it is, I now have to go home early and I have to leave all this mess behind me, which is a real shame because I would have liked to have come into a nice clean studio tomorrow, but my very clever son has managed to leave his key at home and lock himself out. So he's currently sitting on the doorstep, and that's where I'm making him wait for a little while. But I'm going to go home and relieve him. But I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye! Good morning, it's Saturday, it's dark outside. It's 8:30 in the morning. I don't think I've ever been here this early, but obviously last night had to go home early, leave a disgusting mess behind, and we've got classes starting in here in an hour's time. But when I got there, I said to Tom, have a look, go and find your key, make sure you've not lost it. You need to do that before you do anything else. Could he find it? No. I opened up his school bag, opened up the front pocket, sure enough, there it was. Seriously, kids. So I've had to get up early this morning, come in here and tidy up. So he has had some of his pocket money taken away from him because he is a numpty. Anyway, I'm going to furiously tidy. Maddie and her ladies will be arriving at 9:30. and to make sure they're settled and happy. And then my mum and I are heading to Costco and IKEA to stock up on tea and coffee, and we're also going to buy some new cabinets and furniture which we're going to put up next door to finally finish the studio space. So I'm very excited.
I'm very sorry, Claire, Chris. All I did was cut out my lovely fluffy llama stuff. Meanwhile, in Unit 1, they're making lovely skirts.
I've just done that, but Jack was
Lovely skirts. And even skirts with linings to them. It's all getting a bit posh. And there's some gorgeous plaid for a dress.
Which means we've got to do amazing pattern matching.
Which means, well, that won't be beyond you, Maddie, will it? You are the professional here.
Little top tip for you: when you unpack your IKEA flat pack furniture, these layers of paper, keep hold of them. They're really good for using to make templates for your dressmaking patterns. Likewise, you get some really nice decent bits of card in there. Keep hold of those because they're also really good to make templates, or you can sandwich them together and make box bottoms for bags and things like that. I'll put my link to a tutorial up here. A few layers of this and some gaffer tape. Sorted.
What's his name?
I don't know.
What's your name, Panda?
Bertie. Bertie, beautiful things there. Bertie, go say that to the camera, Bertie.
Panda called him.
This is Bertie. Bertie is Maddie's new panda that came back from IKEA. Right here. So I have finished building Kallax units, and as you can see it's looking nice and pretty. The aim of the game was to keep these clear and not really use them for major storage, but so that when we have a backdrop for filming it looks nice and neat. So we will use them. I got these new boxes, they've just come out in IKEA. They're really good. They were £7 each, and they have like a plastic lid on top of them, but that means that you can stack them on top of each other, and they've got different sizes, and two of them fit really nicely into one of the Kallax squares. So I really like those. They're new. They've also changed their Droner boxes. We used to be able to get the plain pink ones, and I was worried. I thought they'd got rid of them altogether, but they've got plain pink on one side, and when you turn them round they're patterned. Oop. They're patterned on the other. Now I don't really like this pattern, it doesn't go with my colour scheme, so I've got them just plain, but they've also brought out a lime green and white one, and this kind of looks a bit like knitting, which I like. And on the back it's just this plain lime green colour, and they've got the handle, so you can either have them patterned or plain, so I'm quite pleased with those. And I also bought myself a little orchid. I think this is a really realistic one. Sometimes they look a bit fake and tacky, but that's a really nice little one. And then just a plastic twiggy thing, but again I want it just to look nice and neat as a backdrop for when I'm filming. Obviously the pin board's now been painted pink, and I've had a bit of a move around, so you've still got bits and bobs here, but they're just practical stuff that we need to keep in place, but you can't see them because when we move around here, ta-da, our lovely big banner fills the gap. So this is kind of what you will see when you are watching me sewing, and there's going to obviously be a camera above that's going to shoot down on this table, and that's hopefully going to get set up in the next couple of weeks, so I'm really pleased with it. And I've been doing all of that. The ladies are next door with the lovely Maddie. Say hello, Maddie.
Hello.
And they are just putting the finishing touches to the skirts and dresses that they've been making today. With Maddie, they've had one of our Learn What You Like dressmaking days, and as you can see, they've caused carnage. Look at the mess. It's a job for Mum on Monday. And what? Oh, true. What did we call the panda? Bertie. And Bertie's, I don't know, he's about to write his memoirs or something. Either that or he's got a cold. One or the other. Good afternoon, welcome back to BTHQ Banter. It is Monday and I'm here at the studio only briefly. Behind me you'll see Izzy. Give us a wave, Iz. She's busy eating some lunch. And we have got the lovely Glyn and JB in today. They are setting up for our filming. Say hi, guys. So we are filming in here tomorrow for our online beginners sewing course, so I'm super excited. Thanks to you and lovely crowdfunders, we have raised enough money to have a professional crew come in to film, which is brilliant. They're setting up today and that means we can film all day tomorrow, so we'll see how they get on. That's better. You almost need to be coming in from this angle.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
What, down a bit?
Yeah.
A bit lower.
Yeah.
And if you just keep your hands where they are, you know what to do. And then
I'll just stop and go right.
If you pull the camera out now, Glyn. That's how you know. Yeah.
Put out now, Glyn.
I was going to say.
I
just stopped myself. Carry on.
Yeah.
Pull out.
Great for the outtakes.
Yeah. Is that camera rolling? Yeah.
Yep. It's all looking very professional here. Look at that. Thanks to IKEA and its cardboard, another thing that comes in really handy for blocking out natural daylight. So we're going to do a little rehearsal now. Izzy's going to film me, so we're going to talk about cutting out. I have got lots of videos on my YouTube channel that you can refer to about using a rotary cutter safely. I'll make sure that they're linked down below for you. But I'm going to show you a rotary cutter method and also a scissor method. Good morning, welcome back to BTHQ Banter. It is Tuesday. I have a full face of makeup on today because I'm going to be behind the scenes here all day long, melting under the studio lights. I've already filmed 2 of my projects this morning. I forgot to pick the camera up. We're just about to go on and do the 3rd, and then I've got to do all the little intros and outros and odd little bits and pieces this afternoon. So the lighting here is a bit weird, as you can see. We don't have any of the main lights on, we're just using the studio lights. Got the lovely Glyn here. Say hello, Glyn.
Hello.
He's not been watching BTHQ Banter long enough to have got it, is he? But we're just about to film our cushion course now, so I will see you a bit later. Okay. Hang on. Hello and welcome back to another Beautiful Things course. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a really simple zipper cushion. Now the zip is going to run immediately down the centre back of your cushion. So it's not the most pretty cushion, I'll be honest. It's a lot nicer to have a cushion with a zip running along the bottom edge, but that's kind of like the next step for your sewing journey, and it's something that I will happily teach you. But we're going to go for the easy option for today. So what you're going to need are some fabric pieces. I've already cut these out, but the dimensions are in your instructions. We're working today on a cushion that's going to fit a 16-inch cushion pad. And we're done! Yay! And it's only 3:30, which is awesome. Glyn's already started taking everything down, packing everything up, and we've got edit. When are we editing? Week and a half?
Yeah,
2 weeks?
Like
2 weeks, week and a half times. We've got a date in the diary anyway that we're going to sit down and do the edit for this course and lots of other bits, so you're going to see that coming really, really soon. And if you did support us with the crowdfunder, I have also filmed the little snap wallet tutorial and my thank you video, so once they're edited they will also be out to you. So thank you so much for supporting me. That is the end of this week's BTHQ Banter. I have now got 2 lovely days at home where I'm going to work very hard on decluttering my house, because I am trying to save the money to buy myself a Cricut maker, which will be super duper exciting. So I will see you all again next week. Thanks for watching.